Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Buffalo. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that... will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
The motion man is Sanders. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They face second down and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Going for it all. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Now, after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Zerline's kick is good. And the Patriots are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Henry. A gain there of 11. Good for a Bills first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that 3rd down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
Jackson out of the pistol. He'll get rid of it and
appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
2nd and 7. Play action now. Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They put Wilson in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's into the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Bills. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. So that touchdown pass, number 51 on the year, it moves him past 2 guys at 50 to the best ever. Tom Brady in 2007 and Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Butker's extra point is good. And the Bills move out to a 7-3 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the Pats 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Noah Gray. Touchdown, New England. Greg, what a great play called down there, using the size of the tight end. You've been there. That's a really difficult play to pull off.
And I can promise you, Mike, they spend a lot of time all week working on this very play. They go down in the red zone, and they talk through it. They walk through it. He understands he's got that big body tight end. Use all of that space to the outside. Keep the ball away from the defender. And it's the trust knowing that your guy is going to keep those feet in bounds and come down with 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Henry. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have 3rd down coming up.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
So this winds up to be a very smart decision to throw the challenge flag. They remeasure, and this indeed will become a first down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll stick with him again. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And the Patriots are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Maris Leofau. He works free, right side. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. He is in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Bills. Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills are out to a 21-10 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's McCarthy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend that lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They put Wilson in motion. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Off he goes. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he will have a 1st down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30. To throw, it's McCarthy. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well done here by the quarterback, realizing quickly in his progression that there's going to be nowhere to deliver the ball, but there was some space to pick some yards up with his feet. He's able to get out of bounds, picking up some positive yardage to make it a shorter third down attempt.
On third and a yard, it's McCarthy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Now he'll run it. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. McCarthy to the air on second down. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. Here's first and 10. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's second and 2. Jackson looking to throw. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is second touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He'll go right and find his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. McCarthy from the gun here on, and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On the give, here's Henry. Open space to the 35. The speed on display. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Bills. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Now McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's going to be caught.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Here's the give to Henry running right. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Buffalo. Butker now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Bills will add 1 more onto their big lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's second down. From the gun, here's McCarthy.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. To the air on third down is McCarthy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Here's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He keeps it himself.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal. Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Jackson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He gets free. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, that's one where he just needs to unload it, but he did not. It'll go down as a sack and a big loss of yards. 2nd down, Jackson. The ball's out. One of the Patriots has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. On the handoff, it's Henry. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Jackson going to keep it himself. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first, so it'll bring up fourth down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On first down, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Back to throw. He fumbled the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get stripped sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the...
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Leo Chanel. First and 10 now from the 36. On the ground, here's Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
I needed to get rid of it, but did not. And he'll finally be taken down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rare fire. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Working across the field, he gets this to Neighbors. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Henry tries to pull his way in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. Backed up to the 3. It's second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Third and goal. To throw is Jackson. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them. And it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Buckner's kick is good. And the Bills will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And the defense has it. A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. Here's second and 9. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. And that's now 4 victories in a row. They continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. Pushing his way through. And still fighting. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Wanna quit? You.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Jackson now. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, a lot of moving points on this play, but what a nice design to lead the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jalen Carter in on that tackle. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Moore. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Off the play fake. Moore. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. Down the left sideline. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Buckers on target. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. And oh, it coughed it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a toss right side, Achane with it. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. When you look at this Buffalo defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Henry again on 2nd down. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
23 yards on the play.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Malik Neighbors from 4 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Ward now, throwing to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. Able to spin free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 6. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, it's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. Back to the ground, Achane. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
In motion right is Thomas. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Brian Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated up. And it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. And came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Off-play action. Moore. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Off the play fake. Moore. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Looking to throw. Moore. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This one left side caught by Berrios. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Jackson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw is Jackson. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bills. Brock Bowers, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Ward, off the play fake, looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin to...
The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. In motion right here, Hunter. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Joshua Hines-Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they got the turnover, starting with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the 1st.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun. Ward. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw again. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. Motion man is Berrios. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here's another interception. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. 23 yards the pickup there.
in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now Jackson. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Again, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Jackson now off the bootleg. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Malik Neighbors with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. This one thrown underneath to Achane. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Aubrey now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And some space here. Down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now they'll go with a reverse. Escapes the defender. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him get run up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They begin with Henry. Shrugs him off. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They go play action with Jackson. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Running left, it's Henry. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this Kirk has made. They've been on it from snap one.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ward. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off-play action, Ward. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly force turnover after turnover after turnover. Every time you turn around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover.
The Bills make
As
it
this game
one.
unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Foxborough. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the... line. Good return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. McCarthy now going to start with a pass. He's going to test this secondary right away. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. On play action, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught by the rookie from Colorado.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy